Okay, so I had to add a little bit more time onto your reading, so I'm gonna just kind of wrap this up and try to do it in 5 minutes. In lay terms, somebody wanted you, whether you're a man or woman, to be their side chick. Okay, so both of these energies feel like you are their twin flame, but they don't understand truly what a twin flame is, and that's obvious that they don't know what a true twin flame is. So they all out of their mouth all day long, they're saying they would never burn you because maybe they just came into some knowledge of whatever, maybe watching you or listening to you or attending one of your seminars or whatever you do for a living. But your worth is not determined by you being the woman or man at the well and source telling you, hey, I've always had your twin flame prepared for you. These people were just, obsessed with judging you. They were fans of yours and decided to become fanatic and end you if you decide you're gonna put everybody in the past. They decided they made a decision to try to end you. And guess what? You're not going up out of here until Source says so. Whatever their beliefs are, right? You got to be a believer of something for something to work, right? Like with the movie The Skeleton Key, right? There's a line, and it's true. You got to be a believer of something for something to work. And so, yeah, somebody now believes that you are their twin flame, but you don't believe that they are yours. So move on in silence. See, there it is. Move on in silence and move on in peace. Yeah, so I feel like somebody met you at the well spiritually. You tapped into Source, at a crossroad in your life and just said, okay, is it you? You said you could have been married a couple of times or thought about getting married a couple of times and just said, okay, is it me? Like that's a legit question that people will ask, because after a while you get tired of pointing at everybody else. You, in all humility, you start looking at yourself. You start saying, is it you? Do you want men or women? I mean, y'all, this is over 18-year-old channel. Do you want men or women? Maybe you like both. Okay. So I do see you getting married to somebody. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. These people try to end you in every way, shape, form, or fashion. Your mental health, your physical health in every way, shape, form, or fashion. How on God's green earth can they really believe that they're your twin flame? Like, for real? So yeah, your mental health. So it's you versus you. It's not a competition. So even if you were bi in the past, you could have chosen, hey, you're going back to men. If you're a woman, or if you're a man, you say, okay, you're going back. If you're a man, you say you're going back to women. Or if you're a woman who used to date both, you could be saying you're going back to men, whoever. But I feel like your twin flame is here. So people don't know what you've gone through. Take a leap of faith. People don't know what you've gone through. So yeah, Angel Raphael, the healer and protector of travelers, is with you. You don't have to worry about, no matter what, when you leave out your house, make sure you're covered. You're recalling all your energy. You don't have anything negative to say about people, even if people think you're on a high horse. But they've already spread, this water has spread, contamination of water. Wherever you move to, these energies already put it out there in the universe that you go both ways. Right? So if you do, so what? So your next love interest will make you happier. So schedule a vacation. So somebody could be going on vacation somewhere. Somebody felt that's stealing your identity. Yeah, so somebody apologizes for hurting you. Yeah, so they never stop loving you. Somebody never stopped loving you. And then you have the gift of clairaudience. This is clairaudience. You could tell in someone's voice that they were overwhelmed by something. Maybe somebody tried the same sex. If it was a man, they were penetrated. Maybe for them, something was overwhelming for them. Maybe that was part of their initiation process. Something was overwhelming for somebody. Who knows? And they started, singing singing certain songs. Here we have, It's Time to Heal Your Wounded Healer. Somebody's a cambion, an offspring union between an incubus, succubus, and a human parent. So somebody definitely has a sex demon attached to them. And so check your request list again, and you are who they prayed for. You're not judging people by whatever choices that they make. That's the problem. Somebody's an incubus. That's what I said. Somebody has a sex demon attached to them. And so when a person has a demon attached to them, they just want that feeling. That's it. They just want that feeling. So whatever feeling, whatever brings them to that point of, y'all know what I'm saying, like release, they just want that feeling. So again, who is anybody on planet Earth to judge? Especially if you've been married multiple times. Like when I said, Joan Rivers made that comment to Zsa Zsa Gabor on national television. She just laughed and rich lady laughed. Like, like in other words, Cheryl, if I start telling your stuff, but you don't have to go tit for tat. Some people feel like they gotta bring you down to the lowest frequency to go tit for tat, to sit there back and forth and argue with you. But you did this and you did that. Well, I know this about you and I know that. All of it's going in the past. Okay, so I had to make a little bit more room. So this is the third edit here. But yeah, somebody's an incubus, and again, everybody knows that whatever your temptation is, your temptation could be food, it could be gluttony, it could be depression, it could be whatever spirit that's on you. You know, that it's been hard for you to not only admit to, but put it under submission. You get it. Hello, welcome to Earth. You get it. So yeah, whatever your temptations were in the past or currently, whatever, once you admit, okay, that certain things are your temptations or your demons, and you learn how to put those things under submission, then you start really, again, who are you to judge? No, nobody can stand in judgment of another human being. Nobody can stand in the judgment of another human being. Somebody felt like, okay, let's say for instance you were married 5 times or 6 times or 7 times, whatever the case may be. Somebody was like, okay, we got everything at home. Y'all are homebodies. We got everything at home. We got the man, we got the woman, we got the lamenting. All it would do was just bring you down to a lower space. All it would bring you down, because you pick up on energy too well, and you be picking up on their grief. You'd be picking up on, why would you contaminate your water like that? To be absorbing their grief, knowing what they did to you and somebody else. So sacral chakra cleanse, that's your purging. That's part of your purging process. Sacral chakra cleanse. The new one is extra special, because sources say you had to get to a point where you were not afraid of being judged by people. And once you got to that point and you were able to put the past behind, fully put the past behind you through healing, therapy, whatever it is, again, that they are not aware of what you've gone through to heal and move on. Somebody assuming your tears are you crying over a marriage. There's a whole lot of things you could be crying over, but that's not it. That's not one. So Angel Gabrielle, the messenger of God, is with you. And so your peace is paramount. So yeah, so their plan to disrupt your money backfired. So your ancestors have a message for you. And you can toss fear, doubt, uncertainty, confusion into a burning bowl. Like I said, you're not judging whoever for whatever. He apologizes for betraying you, and your ex was on some kind of an assignment. Yeah, somebody's ex wanted to have, you as a side chick, whether you're a man or a woman. Yes, I said side chick for a man. somebody wanted you as their side piece, whatever. So always bet on you. Always bet on you. Yeah, your enemy's playing backfire. So don't give yourselves a headache over it. Yeah, Cancers, you really gotta protect your water for real. Y'all are really, really sweethearts. And if you're dealing with a hot wire, somebody who cannot control their emotions, and you have a good command of controlling yours, you've learned how to control yours behind closed doors. You're not into the crying and going off and competing and comparing and all that craziness. Why would you? Child, you already know. Yeah, emotional loss. Somebody feels like there's an emotional loss. Somebody is like, that's my twin flame. So they already got some stuff going on with them. Yeah, here we had the root chakra. Yeah, you got to the root of something. Somebody who started reading the Bible or reading some kind of spiritual text or religious text or whatever, in solitude. I'm trying to tell y'all, somebody's the woman at the well. That's how you were able to end something. You're not interested in being in a situation this is how you triumph, right here. Somebody reading some kind of emotional text or whatever. Y'all are at just whoever this energy are, whoever was trying to pull you into something, y'all are at different phases of your life. That's why you're not judging anybody. You're at different phases of your life. And that's it, right? So I'm seeing material harvest for you. Y'all just at different phases. That's why you're not judging them. And I'm saying victory and success. These energies wanted you kicked out of your home, like some kind of conflict and deceit. Now whoever was trying to initiate you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, that's what they're facing. I mean, it's just chaos and confusion. So you're just sending a candle, you know, just like, you know, like memories of love. It's like, I don't hate you, but somebody got you always messed up. They didn't turn down F around and find out street. So, all right, y'all. Enemies playing backfired, so. And the enemy would be within. So if the devil felt like the devil was going to tempt you, because it wasn't source. Source is like, it was like you went through a Job situation for real, right? It's like the enemy had to tap source on the shoulder. For those of you all believe in the stories, right? You know, the soap operas had to tap, you know, source on the shoulder and be like, tap, tap, tap. I bet you that one right there, I can get them to come to this side. Source was like a rich man laugh. Ha 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 ha. I bet you can't. That one already there. They already cried out to so-and-so. No, you cannot. But you can go ahead and try it. He said, oh, okay. So you had to go through a series of things and realize that, hey, you know what? You may have tried such and such and such and such. Maybe it's just too much drama and stress for you. And you learn how to protect your water. So, yeah, some kind of grief. So somebody right now is grieving something. Somebody is grieving something. So tears are what happened when the ice in the heart melts. Yeah, somebody was just cold-blooded and cold-hearted. But so right now, you made your decision. You already made your decision. So now somebody has to surrender something. It's like somebody made a bet on you. I bet you I can. That was their enemy. That was their demon. I bet you if, you know, okay, they may not be interested in you, but if you're a woman and somebody felt like you were interested in women, okay, I bet you if I got the nice hips, the breasts, the this and that, the face and all this other stuff, that you would fall for something. You was like, If it was the guy, okay, maybe he's nice and handsome or whatever the case may be, buff chest, chiseled everywhere, you know, looking like a god, right? A chiseled statue, and you're still saying no, because it's deeper than just the physical. You picked up on something. So yeah, you trust source, you trust the creator. So yeah, neither one of them have anything for you. Been there, done that. You already been there, done that. So this is how your abundance and your prosperity is growing. So your twin flame is right there. Whoever that is, twin flame, right? You've learned how to be more conservative with your time. I don't know why people assume that behind closed doors, everybody's dropping it like it's hot behind closed doors. You literally could have been reading the Bible, or learning how to play an instrument, or learning how to write a book, or creating a business. You could have been doing a whole lot of stuff behind closed doors. I keep trying to tell people about y'all Cancer, but they don't want to listen to me. So I mean, I can lead people to Cancers, but I can't force them to, you know, really get to know a light side of a Cancer. That's on them. So yeah, somebody was this close. They were like, okay, we can pull a demon out of them. You got 6 here. Somebody's like, okay, we can pull this. We can get to 6 here. We right here at that door. And you said no, thank you. You said no, thank you. So good for you. Good for you. You're not letting other people determine something, because you would have wanted to be one that was grieving. This would have been you. You would have grieved something. But you sent that spell work right back. That's why I'm just right here. Somebody is now experiencing some kind of an emotional loss. Too busy playing games. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. And I'll see you all in the on the if you're on the Patreon side, thank you for joining me here and there. Your video on the Patreon side will be going up very, very soon. But yeah, do your wax and gibbous moon rituals. In preparation for this full moon on the 7th. We're going to have a full corn moon on the 7th of October. And it's a harvest. It's a harvest moon. So it's harvest time for you. Like I said before, I see you getting married. Somebody won't care how many times you've been married. They realize they're your twin flame. They realize they're your twin flame. You're going to realize that they're yours. And there's something real extra special about this energy. So I don't know who it is. You have to pray about it. Put it down on a sheet of paper. Put it out in the universe. But they either already here or they galloping on the horse your way. All right. That's what I have for you. Bye.